What is going on, everybody? Just Savage here from Crazy Colors Gaming, and welcome back to another World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth Let's Play video. And today we are going to be tackling episode 2 of this fantastic World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth Let's Play series. In the last episode, I basically introduced you guys to the game of World of Warcraft, showed you how to create your character, and then we got started in the Valley of Trials, which is the orc starting area. And then we did a few quests, got you guys familiar with the questing system, also got him to level 2, got him some better gear, and today we are going to be continuing with basically where we left off last time. So in today's video, we're going to be continuing to do some more questing and hopefully get out of the Valley of Trials. I don't think there's much left here to do, but I can't remember. We'll see. So now, to give you guys a reminder, we have a quest to turn into Galgar for the cactus apples, and we also have to collect 8 scorpid tails. Now, there was a piece of advice that I was going to give before we ended off the last video, and that was always don't go back to the place where you got the quests until you have completed every single quest that you have from that specific area. Now, you are going to be getting quests from different places that will take you to other places so that you can do the quests in those places, and then once you complete those quests in those places, you have to go back to the places where you got the quests, and now I am really jumbling up my words at this point, so so I'm just going to stop talking. I have really been looking forward to doing this series, and I don't know why I didn't say that in the first episode, but I think it was because I was too involved in explaining a lot of stuff. And, yeah, so there we go, and we just got up to level 3, and we got a new ability. So there is something that another thing that I wanted to tell you guys about the leveling system. When you level, there are certain abilities that you unlock at certain levels, and when you reach level 3, you unlock the charge attack for the warrior. And the charge attack, I think it's actually self-explanatory. Whenever you are at a certain distance from an enemy and you want to get over to them quickly, you press 3, which is its default hotbar number, and then you'll see what happens. Okay, so we basically rushed over here, and the charge attack, if done successfully, will stun the enemy, making it impossible for them to move for a limited time, giving you a significant battle advantage. But the stun only works for a few seconds, so... and I think it only works on certain enemies as well, but I can't remember specifically. So we're just going to keep on doing this, and every single ability has a charging time. Every single enemy has a charging time, and obviously when you cannot use that ability when it's being charged, when it's charging itself. So we're going to keep on doing all of this. There we go. So there is a little bit of strategy in which you have to use your attacks, and certain attacks follow up to other attacks, which make fighting so much more effective and so much more immersive in some cases, because you can really do a lot of damage if you know how to combine your movements. So now that we have completed both quests are ready for turn in, we're going to go back to the base, and we are going to turn in these quests, and we are going to get even more stuff to do. And like I said in the previous video, guys, you never get bored with this game. Like, there's stuff that you can do. Small things, little things, all of that. So, and it's just, you're going to have... Like, if you decide to play this game, you're going to have so much fun. And there's so many kinds of things that you can do with other players as well. You can invite them to duel you. Basically, that's when you have like a fight with them. Um, and then that you can also like go and start up a guild. That's basically where where you and your friends basically become like the part of this like this little group that you make yourself, and you guys can go do dungeons and raids, and you guys get your own bank and stuff like that. It's really a lot of fun. And speaking of dungeons and raids, there are a ton of them in this game. But before I go on any further with that, so the two quests that I just got, we have to kill 8 vile familiars, and I think you guys saw them just a couple seconds ago. And we also have to go wake up some lazy peons. Now the lazy peons, this quest, instead of actually taking out, just like a simple stick and whacking them over the head with it, your character actually uses his axe to do that. So yeah, that's a lot of fun. But we're going to go kill the vile familiars first, and then the lazy peons is something that we can do after that, because it is a little bit of a longer quest. A lot of people are starting orc characters and stuff like that, so the lazy peons are going to be up and wandering around like all the time. So it's going to be very hard for us to find some that are actually asleep. But we're going to come over here and we're going to kill some vile familiars. Uh, and hopefully some lazy peons will be asleep by the time we're finished with this. Okay. And that's another thing that you need to think of when fighting is trying to get in extra kills after the enemy has been slain. That is, I mean, it just gets pretty annoying, but it's a very hard thing to not do. So that's just something that you have to keep in mind. And look, there is a lazy peon over there asleep. I think he's all mine. Yes. Just let me kill this familiar first, excuse me. And we're going to come over here and we're going to wake this lazy bum up. So, in order to wake this guy up, you're going to see this little macro right next to the quest that the macro applies to. And you also see, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's like this tiny gray dot here. If that dot is gray, that means that whatever you're targeting, this macro can be used on. So when I click this button, it's going to wake this lazy peon up. There we go. And so basically we have to do that 3 more times. So, oh, another lazy peon over there. This is my lucky day. The last time I did this, there were barely any lazy peons asleep. So, there we go. So, anyway, back to dungeons and raids. There are so many in this one, and a lot of them are extremely challenging. But because my Death Knight is at 111, I can solo a lot of different. I can solo a lot of the old raids back from like the expansions of Burning Crusade, Wrath of the Lich King, and Cataclysm. And now I think I'm actually able to start doing that with Mists of Pandaria and Warlords of Draenor, which is surprising because those are sort of some newer expansions that came out like a couple years ago. But I'm actually very surprised about that. So, but yeah, guys, I was actually thinking of doing a special video in which I play as my Death Knight Worgen, and I go and I solo Icecrown Citadel for you guys. Icecrown Citadel is the final. Icecrown Citadel is the final raid that you do in Wrath of the Lich King. It's basically the thing that ends off the expansion, and it takes like I believe it takes like 2 hours to complete, but I'm not entirely sure. I did do Icecrown Citadel with my Death Knight after I got the after after I revived my account. So just to familiarize myself with the controls again and stuff like that. So, and I think it took me about an hour and a half, I think. Um, it really wasn't that long. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking about doing that, and we just got to level 4, so that's good. We didn't get any new abilities, but at least we leveled up. So now that we've completed both quests, we are going to go back and we are going to turn in these quests. And I believe that the next two quests that we are going to be receiving are going to take us into that cave over there. So let's go back over to this area. And another thing that I really like is how a lot of the NPCs in this game actually call your character by your character's name, but they don't actually say it if they have a voice actor. So, so yeah, I thought that was actually kind of cool. And I am really looking forward to continuing this playthrough. I mean, this is only our second episode, and guys, like, you are barely seeing like the beginning of everything. Like I'm just going through the training and the tutorial stuff right now, but but this game. I think you guys are really going to love this game. So, okay, so we just got a plethora of new stuff. So we got the Vile Jersey, which is basically a chest plate, and we also got some carapace boots. So that's very good. And then we got another quest to kill 5 Fellstalkers and obtain a Burning Blade medallion. That actually takes place inside of this cave, as well as this one. We have to bring Thazril's pick back to Thazril. So that's also takes place in that mine. So basically I really like it when I have a set of quests that take place in the exact same area, so that I can do all of the quests at the same time, and it will just make it go by faster, and so that I can focus on doing more stuff sooner. So that's actually a really good thing, and I am so hungry. I haven't eaten anything today, so and I don't know why I just did that, but I don't know why I just pressed those buttons, but oh boy. So we're just going to come up here and we are going to do these quests. And what is this orc? Who is this orc up here? I've seen him several times now. I'm going to come up here and I'm going to check him out. So he's a Shafur. Shafur. You can't really do anything with him, so he's basically just there. But if he's just there, why is he just standing there? I don't know. Maybe he's a ghost. I don't know. But, oh, okay. What am I doing? Okay, so these are Fellstalkers. Now, one of their attacks is actually draining your life force. Now, it really isn't all that bad. It just, gets kind of annoying because it's like, oh, you are not doing that to me today. Like, you know, there we go. And yes, you want to collect everything. You want to collect everything because money is crucial in this game. That's what you use to buy a lot of gear and stuff like that, and yeah. So we're going to continue. We're gonna go down this little river, and we're going to kill this next Fellstalker. And yes, you can also press one of the one of your abilities to automatically target and to automatically target something, but there are two things. It only works on enemies, and it only works on the enemy that is closest to you. So, yeah. Um, now, I am going to be doing that video of where I use my Death Knight to go and raid Icecrown Citadel. And what you guys are going to see in that video is me basically just running through enemies and one-shotting them. Now, the bosses in Icecrown Citadel, I cannot one-shot, but they do not do any damage to me because of how high level I am. So yeah, I just sit here, and I just keep on pressing the same button until they die, because they're just so weak. Even and you guys aren't going to know these guys like off the top of your head, but Sindragosa and the Lich King are primary examples. Now we do need to kill this guy in order to get the Burning Blade Medallion, so we are going to be doing that real quick. This guy has slightly more health than some of the enemies that we've done, so he's kind of like a mini boss, sort of. Okay. So, now guys, we will eventually come across um, NPCs with red names above their heads, and those NPCs are NPCs that will attack you as soon as you get within their targeting radius. So like how you see these vile familiars and stuff like that have yellow names above them. That means that they will only attack you if you attack them. So, but the red named enemies will attack you no matter what. They see you, they attack you. So that's and they become like the only enemy that you fight at that point. Like there are still yellow name enemies and stuff like that out there, but yeah, red name enemies become so common. So so now that we've completed both of these quests, we are going to return to the base. And hold on, guys, I'll be right back. I need to get something to eat. And I am back. Sweet sustenance. Okay, so I feel much better now. So, so we're gonna go back here, and we're going to go back to the den so that we can turn in these quests. And we shouldn't have that much left to do. I think it's after you get to level 5. I think you stay in the Valley of Trials until level 5, and then you get a quest to go on to the next area, which is Sen'jin Village. And the best part about that is that we have to walk there. So I think I'm just going to do a big jump cut there once I get the quest to go to Sen'jin. Um, so, oh man. I'm sorry. It's just I started looking at the model boars at one point, and I started thinking bacon. So that's how hungry I was. So it's okay, but I got myself a little something. So yeah. So we're gonna come over here, and we're going to turn in these quests to these guys. Oh, Thazril, I have your pick. Yes, take it. Take it for the 150,000th time. So there we go, and we are now level 5. So we are going to go now speak to Master Gadrin in Sen'jin Village. But just because we got that quest doesn't mean I'm going over there right now, because there is another quest over here that I need to get before we go over to Sen'jin. So so now that we've reached level 5, we finally got another ability, and we got Victory Rush. Strikes the target, causing 13 damage and healing you for 20 seconds of your maximum for 20% of your maximum health. So that is actually an ability that will heal us when we use it. So that's really good. And the quest that we just got is Hanazua. We have to find Hanazua in the Valley of Trials, and I already know where this guy is because, guys, I've done this like so many times. So many times. So, excuse me. Okay, so we're going to come over here, and I already know where this guy is. He's sleeping underneath a big tree. Um, so yes, he's right over here. So we're going in the right direction. As you guys can see, as I know I'm going in the right direction because in my mini-map, you can see this yellow arrow that is pointing in the direction of my quest objective. So I just need to follow that arrow, and and there he is, sleeping under a tree like the little baby he is, because for some random reason he couldn't kill a scorpion. So we're going to come over here, and we're going to complete the quest. And then we have a quest to kill sort of a boss enemy. So we have to kill Sarkoff, and we will receive 1 silver for doing this. So So we have to go up in this little crevice here, and Sarkoff should be at the top of it, and and I thought that Sarkoff was a I thought it was a red name enemy, but apparently not. So okay, so he did use an area of an effect. He did use an area of effect thing, but it's not affecting me all that much. But we killed Sarkoff and we got whatever we got from him. So now we're going to go back over here and we're going to turn in the quest to Hanazua. And yeah, so we're going to come over here. Okay, so we're going to complete the quest. And we got 1 silver and 450 experience from that quest. So now we have to go back to Gornek and tell him about Hanazua. And when we complete this quest, we will get a girdle, and we will also be getting a pouch, which will increase our inventory space by 6 slots. And I completely forgot to put the leggings on, which I just did. So yeah. So we're going to go back, and that's one thing that you guys are going to that's one thing that you guys are going to be doing like often in this game is like forgetting to equip something that you need to equip or something that's better than the stuff that you already have. So yeah, yeah. So we're going to come over here to Gornek, and we are going to talk to him. Yes. Okay, so we completed that, and we equipped the girdle, and as you guys can see, the dusty bag has already applied itself to our inventory. So when we open that up, that is 6 additional slots for us to use for inventory. So now we have completed all of the quests for Valley of Trials, so that means we can now begin this quest, which is going to Sen'jin Village. So what I am going to do right now, guys, is that I am going to do a big jump cut, and then when I come back, you guys will see me in Sen'jin Village. I will see you then. So much walking. Okay, so okay, so basically we came out of this little gate over here. We ran down a little bit of the main road, and then we cut off to this side passage here. And now we're going to run down this pathway, and as you can see, Sen'jin Village is just right in front of us. So, this is actually very close to the troll starting area as well. So, so we're going to come in here. And first off, before we start questing in this area, I do want to come over here and I do want to show you guys something. So you see this green exclamation point above above this guy? That means that he is a flight master, and flight masters allow you for a fee to fly to any other place that you have discovered. So once we right-click on this guy, you'll notice that I have discovered Sen'jin Village's flight path. So as I go around Durotar and other places in Kalimdor and Azeroth and stuff like that, I will be able to fly anywhere. I will be able to use any place's flight path to go anywhere else. So when I go to Razor Hill and Orgrimmar and stuff like that, I can use their flight paths to fly back here to Sen'jin Village if I so wanted to. But, and vice versa. So now that we've gotten that little explanation out of the way, excuse me, we're going to talk to this guy who is dressed very peculiar. I cannot speak today. Who is dressed very, very tribal-like, because that's actually, you know, part of the troll custom. We're going to complete the quest, and we are going to start accepting these quests from these villages. So basically, we're going to start questing in this area. Okay, so we got those quests done. we've got those quests, and so now we need to start collecting 5 crawler mucus, and we also need to destroy 3 Northwatch supply crates, as well as killing 10 Northwatch lugs. So, we're going to start off by killing the crawlers, and then we are going to make our way over there, and we're going to start killing the north. Excuse me, the Northwatch stuff. Do forgive me, guys. I am recovering from a stomach virus, so if I'm sounding kind of weird today, or if my speech is a little off, that's probably why. Um, so we're going to come down here, and we're gonna want to kill these surf crawlers to get the crawler mucus. So okay. So, after that, so we still have to kill all these surf crawlers and stuff like that. So, there we go. Okay. So, yeah, this quest is actually pretty self-explanatory. I mean, it's actually fun. Like, I enjoy the quests that tell you to kill stuff and get stuff from them because it's a really good way for you to gain experience and stuff like that, and to get loot and farm and stuff like that. So, and it's also the reason why I like doing raids solo, because raids give a lot of really good stuff. The really good stuff like rares and epics that sell for several gold apiece, and that's really good. And it's also a really good way to hone your skills as well. So yeah, that's the reason why I do that. I've thought of helping those trolls out, so those players. Yes. Yes. Okay. So we just completed the crawler mucus quest, and actually, guys, I think what I'm going to do is I am going to wrap up this video right here. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please leave me a comment down below telling me what you thought of this video, as well as what you would like to see me and or my friends, well, not and or, me and my friends do in future videos. Also, I am going to be leaving links to all of our individual channels down in the description below, so that you can go and give each of us some love with likes and subscribes and stuff like that. So, thank you. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching this video. This is just the Savage, aka the Spectrum Gamer from Crazy Colors Gaming. Make sure to smear whatever color you have of paint onto the like, subscribe, and notification button, so that you can stay in the loop for whenever we post up goofy, silly, out-of-the-world content such as this. So I will see you guys in the next episode. God bless.